All right, what's good, y'all? Y'all already know it's Young Roley back at it again, doing another podcast, doing another talk. I'm here with my great, amazing friend, an amazing artist, a true, dope individual. If you could introduce yourself.
Yo, thanks for having me, first of all, bro. I go by the name of Elwop. I'm from New York City, from Washington Heights, Manhattan. And yeah, I'm just here to talk to my boy today. We're in Syracuse, feeling good. It's bright and early. And yeah,
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you again, bro.
yeah, of course, of
Thank you
course,
for
of
doing
course.
this. Shout out the Census, powered by the Census. Wouldn't be able to do this without them. Shout out Alex, one of the people on the Young Roley team, really making it happen for me. Um, but yo, so I guess we could start off by talking about our background. You for me? I known you for a minute. For me, and known
Yeah,
you like growing up in the city.
yeah, we
Um,
was teenagers, man. We was in high school. We ain't go to the same high school, but
yeah,
we knew each other, bro.
yeah,
It's cool.
we got acquainted, and I remember I started listening to your music like a
Yeah.
lot really early on, like when I first started to get to know you, and I always like was type like a fan,
Yeah, you would like not even a fan. I wouldn't even call this like a fan. Like I would say
like a supporter, like.
yeah, you would support and you really like
But I fucked with it though.
yeah,
But I
you
fucked
fucked
with
with the
it.
vision and you knew
Yeah,
what I was trying to get on and you would just always hit me up with pieces of advice and shit like that. And
yeah,
I appreciate that. Yeah, I still to this day appreciate that. That was something where it was like when I was very small as an artist. I was getting like 10 plays maybe on a song.
yeah,
Or like I wasn't even thinking about working on an album yet or a mixtape or nothing like that. Not even an EP with like 6, 7 songs, nothing like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He was one of the few people that was like pushing me to do bigger and better things. There wasn't
Word,
too many people. Yeah, so I
word.
appreciate that's something like I could definitely relate. Like Rolly like been around. And he's a supportive person for real. So yeah.
Now I appreciate that because I feel like being from the city, everybody always be trying to rap. Everybody always say they could
Yeah,
rap.
bro. Everybody rap,
You
bro.
know, like
Everybody rap, bro.
and when I heard your shit in high school, I was like, oh, like this is fire,
Wow.
and I feel like you've always been kind of like a versatile artist. Like you've always been able to like spit, like you've been able to like rap
Yeah.
well, but you've always been able to kind of like switch it up, like on some like Party Next Door, like Drake, like artists of that like nature that been that able to do like some like real like spitting like rap shit and then be able to like have something like more like melodic with a hook, like something
Yeah.
more, vibey.
From the jump, bro, like I always wanted to separate myself. And I know that's like a regular cliche thing to really say because it's like everybody want to be different, everybody want to do something new, everybody want to be a trendsetter. But like from the jump, I tried my hardest to separate myself. I wanted to make sure like I wasn't copying anybody. I was inspired. I've always been inspired, but I made sure like everything I did, it was like pinpoint, like, all right, this is how I want it to sound. You know what I mean? This is how I
Yeah,
want it to sound.
yeah.
Not like, does it sound like this? Does it sound like that? And I feel like that's how I found my creativity and versatility with the music for real. Like just besides like how after I started doing vocals, started doing like engineering, and I
Yeah,
started mixing and mastering my own
yeah.
shit. So I feel like that's where the versatility and creativity came from for real.
So like how did like you like start? Like what made you like really start like just making music like even early on, and then what fuels you, like what keeps
Yeah.
you going?
To be honest, bro, like I can't even remember what made me really like get into it. I've always just liked music. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I felt like from such a young age, like when I was like maybe like 6, probably like first, second, whatever it was, my mom's had an iPod. You remember those like the fat
Yeah, I
iPod with the
remember,
like
yeah.
they had like
The
the
little spin
circle
wheel,
that you
the
could spin.
spin, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. I had one of those. It was white, and my mother had like I don't even know. Like she had like everything from Eminem to
Word,
Nickelback to
that's
like I
crazy.
swear, bro,
Your
it was
mom?
insane. Yeah, my mom's
That's
like
fire.
playlist from me, like aside from the Hispanic music, because my mother's Dominican, but like she had a lot of like we used to like mess around with LimeWire. The real ones
Yeah,
remember LimeWire.
yeah,
Real
yeah,
ones remember that.
yeah,
LimeWire
yeah.
was crazy. But
This is like the 2000s.
yeah, this is like
Yeah, yeah.
2006, 7.
OD.
You know what I mean? Like
I
it's
did.
very early on, and you could pirate music crazy, and it's like my mom's had that on lock. She told me like, yo, like, you get the music or whatever. Started downloading mad shit. Like I think the first songs I downloaded was Linkin Park and shit. Like,
Heard you. Yeah, I fuck with them though.
yeah, Linkin Park is
Like
tough.
they would do
RP,
like mad like
yeah,
anime like
bro. It was
kind
like
of
the
like
music was like
music.
it was like neo metal. Like it was a new era version.
It was
of metal.
fire.
Like
It was tough.
crazy. That's how I could describe Linkin Park for real. But they was versatile too, even in their genre. R.P. Chester Bennington. That's the
Yeah, they did some shit with Jay-Z.
yeah.
That was them.
They
With
did.
Chester, yeah.
They did I
Encore.
forgot what it was called. No, because that was Eminem's song.
No, Encore. It's like Encore, like
Nah. I think that was Eminem. Was it? Encore?
Yeah, I think it was Encore, but like slash something
too,
else.
And I think that was Renegade. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, that's the one with Eminem, Renegade.
Renegade's the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did some with they did some with Jay-Z.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, it was tough. That was a good era when they was trying to blend all the genres and stuff together. That was a different kind of era. But yeah, going back to what we were saying, like that's where like things started for me. Like
you really got introduced to music. Like
I really loved every type of like I was listening to highlight points, like I told you, Linkin Park,
yeah,
Eminem. Like
yeah.
I was listening to Biggie. I was listening to.
I fucked with Eminem too, like during that time, like the 2000s. Like he was dumb nice.
Bro. I think I was listening to who's the one that does that song? Is it Carrie Underwood, bro? She does a song about keying up her dude's car because like
I don't even know,
bro. It's a crazy song. She talks about like pretty much destroying her ex's truck because he cheated. It's insane. But like I was listening to that song. That's a great song, whatever. And I was just listening to a whole bunch of music when I was young, and that's what started it for real. And I don't know exactly when, but I think I was 11 maybe. I wrote my first actual rap on paper.
What made you like write it? Like what made you be like, yo, I'm gonna do a rap? Like
I don't even know.
Word?
I think I was watching music videos on you remember they had the what's it called? The Music Choice. If you was from the city and you had Time Warner, like they had Music Choice. Music Choice on Demand. And the music videos and bro. So I was doing that, and I think it just inspired me. I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like
that's fire.
Like that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's where the creativity and what everything started it for real. And from then, like, I recorded my first song on Audacity. For those that know that,
Audacity.
It's a software where you could record music. That was like 9th grade, maybe. 8th grade, something like that. 8th grade.
That's still early on, though.
Yeah, 8th grade. 9th
grade.
But I didn't get FL Studio, which is what I use now and I live and swear by, like FL Studio, Fruity Loops. Respect to every other dog, but FL Studio stomps. Like, they got it. Yeah, like FL Studio, when I got FL Studio, it was a crazy story about that, but I'm not even going to get into this.
FL got the hood in the chokehold?
FL Studio it might have the world in the chokehold if it weren't for the fact that there's other ones that are really good. Like Logic Pro is good and stuff like that. But FL Studio to me is probably the best one. Like it probably does the best as far as like user-friendly. It's not as confusing. I don't even want to say as confusing, but if you're really starting off and beginning and you don't know nothing, FL Studio really helps with that. So when I started using FL Studio, I recorded my first song, and the rest is history. Like I just been doing shit ever since. Like and like I never really took it serious until like maybe 3 years ago, but like not like seriously looking at videos and paying attention to what I'm doing and trying to learn the craft for real.
Really trying to like go forward and stuff.
Before I even like left high school, it was always just me like kind of fucking around. I'm just writing and recording.
But that's good though.
Yeah.
That's good though. Cause it would still sound good though.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. Like it hasn't been a crazy journey. I've been taking it serious for maybe like I want to say 2 years for real. Like since like 3 years.
3 years.
Because 2020 I released Playmaker.
Yeah,
3 years. I released my first official mixtape in 2020.
So like talk to me about that. Like you during that time, like 2020, like you like where are you? Like I remember
I'm at the crib.
Did this is like you just got back from Oswego?
Yeah, bro. So like
and then you was you locked in with Teddy, right?
Yeah,
That was one of
that
the.
was a little later.
That was a little late. That was after Playmaker.
That was after Playmaker.
Where?
After the pandemic a little bit. Like pandemic was still going on for real, but it was after it calmed down. But like,
cause that was a dope project.
Yeah, I mean, if we revert back, if we go back a little bit,
I could play a track too. Like there's a track like you would want like.
Word. I think they need context first though.
I bet.
You can't just play nothing with no context. So it's 2020. I think I was working on the project a little bit before the pandemic dropped. So the pandemic dropped, what, like, I'm talking about it dropped like it's a clothing line or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like it dropped, like the pandemic happened.
The pandemic was crazy.
2020. I'm working on it from like since like maybe December. And then the pandemic started right there. December 2019 going into 2020. So I thought about the idea. I'm like, all right, I'm going to work on this. It might be my first mixtape. I'm going to take this for real. Because in 2019, I had just dropped my first song, which was when I considered after that song, like, yo, I'm going to take this serious. I started considering it. And then in 2020.
What song was that?
It was Dirty Money. It's my first song on SoundCloud. Like, it's the first song that'll be, like, all the way at the bottom. Dirty Money.
So that's when, like, you really started uploading on SoundCloud. But you had things out on SoundCloud, though.
I did, but
how many?
Like I told you, I was fucking around with it. So like it wasn't really even like any of those tracks were serious. They didn't feel serious. They did numbers, but I didn't like
you would do like those challenges, like those like rap. You remember those rap challenges? Like,
I only did like one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it was one beat. I forgot what it was called.
Everybody
was in their feelings. Everybody was heartbroken when that beat dropped. I don't understand. I didn't even. You know what? I was like, I fell into the temptation. I was like, you know what?
No, but it was tough though. It was still tough.
Yeah, but
it was an era. It was an era.
I thought I was heartbroken. I thought I was a heartbroken like 15-year-old. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, those type of freestyles. At least you didn't do the I'm mad. Damn.
Nah, I never was gonna do that. Nah, sorry about that. 2020, I started taking this serious and I'm thinking about making this project. Pandemic happens. I'm like, damn, I racked up my money from the government. I stayed in the crib, bro. I didn't really need to do nothing else, you know what I mean? So I'm in the crib and I'm working on this project and
I soiled that shit. That government bread.
Yeah, bro. So we're not even gonna talk about that.
We're not even gonna talk about it.
I don't think I have a government dollar left, bro.
Like
I ran crazy. I was like, yo, free money? I went stupid. Niggas was what, like 19 about to be like 19, bro. We still teenagers, bro. Like
what a time. It was a crazy time.
Dusted.
But back to it though.
But yeah, so I'm working on this project and to be honest, like nothing is happening at the time. So I'm really
just working in the crib.
Yeah, like I'm just working at the crib, but nothing is happening.
And you engineered it too.
So nothing is happening at the time, like as in like events in life, because the whole world is stopped. So ain't nothing happening. So I'm just sitting in the crib, really reflecting on shit.
Damn, that's cool though.
And yeah, bro, like so I'm sitting in the crib, really reflecting on shit, and just like, okay, I'm thinking about past shit. I'm thinking about shit that happened, high school shit, whatever, and that's where the source material for the project comes from. Like all that shit is past stories. It's like from like maybe like the past 5 years I had spent on my life.
Damn.
Before that 1 year after I graduated. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn, like, that's tough though.
So I wrote all about that project is pretty much everything there. Like I talk about
that's like your prelude. That's like your music prelude, like to catch all your listeners up to like you like to that point, story. That's
it was all real source material too, and it was like, yo, like I'm writing my life on this, and it's like I talk about relationships, I talk about cheating, I talk about school, how I'm fucking up in school. I'm talking about mad stuff for me, so it's tough. Like talk about illegal things, but you know, like I said, go listen to the project. I mean, like, we could play the first song because my son Kevin, he really likes that first song.
I was gonna mention that. Like, is that like I feel like as an artist, like it's crazy for me when people like come up to me and they like, oh, like that one song, yo, that's mad tough. And then it's crazy because this is like you said, like this came out in 2020.
Yeah, it's old.
And someone that like you wasn't expecting that. You wasn't expecting him to be like, oh, like the track like Lonely in the Heights, like that's fire. Like I've been bumping that. Like he been bumping the track from like he went, like he found your music and something that you made in 2020, like in the moment, like is 3 years later. That's wild, right?
Cause it's crazy. Cause he'll listen to stuff I made now and he'll like, nah, I like this one more or this one more. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's genuine like love on the music. But yeah, this is Lonely in the Heights. It's tough. It's tough, man.
And if I ever said you dead to me, I meant
Yeah.
that. I get the feeling that you don't know how to take that. I'm making money every day, like when my break at.
So like when you was making this project, like, cause I feel like your flow like was really developed like at this point.
Oh
Like
yeah, for
your
sure.
bars, like that's why I feel like I talk to you a lot, and I'm like I feel like I feel like like you're really like in a good like place right now, like music wise, like rap wise, like for the last 3 years, like you've been only releasing music and like you've been in like your flow, like your pocket for a while.
Yeah. Um, I mean like this song specifically, it was like it was a lot of emotions on the song. So I'm still talking about my real life and stuff like
Yeah,
this. I feel like when I'm talking about things that I know for a fact happen, like I lived through, it's so much easier to flow. It's so much easier to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's really like it just comes out naturally, and that's cliche as fuck. But to be honest, it's the truth. Like it just comes out so much easier than if I'm trying to fake something and talk about something I
yeah,
don't do. Or, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's, and I learned that myself. Like that was part of the process. Um, and I mixed all of this. The whole project is mixed by me. Um, I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. Not every song is mastered, but half of the project at least is mastered. Mastering is hard. I'm not even gonna get into that, but it's not easy. And yeah, this project was entirely me. Besides the beats, shout out to everybody on the producer credits for the beats and the instrumentals. It was insane. Shout out to my friend Rose. Haven't told you in a minute, but she's on the. She got like a little interlude thing right here where she shouted me out. That right there, that came naturally. Like she just sent me that voice note, and I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna clip this, throw this on the project." Like
That's
it just
fire
seemed
though.
like a
That's
moment.
fire though.
It came so naturally, bro. I was like, "Damn!" Like all I threw was a little reverb on it and echoes, and I'm like, slap that on the project. It was so genuine and natural. I was like, it had to be, it had to fit there. It had to go somewhere. And yeah, Rose, shout out Rose. Um, yeah, bro, like this project was organically just
That's tough though.
it's honestly it's
I fuck with that
subjectively.
track. Like that was a tough track.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
Cause like I fought like a lot of like the new. I listen to a lot of the new music we make now,
that. Yeah,
but like that was like tough as fuck.
yeah. And I mean we're
I
going
could I could
crazy
definitely see
now.
like the influence of like the stuff that you did in high school, like what I remember like that I would listen to like that like is like a developed version of like
Yeah.
that material that you. That's why like what you said earlier, like oh like this is like well every a lot of the things I went through like the last 5 years. So the past 5 years that you was like exploring music and stuff like
Yeah.
really culminated to that project. So that was tough. That
Yeah,
was
I
tough.
appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, it really came together to be something. And um I've been dropping ever since, experimenting, trying to find new sounds, keep working on my sounds in general. But yeah, like we're working on something insane now. And I mean this man right here is
So
getting so much better. Like I mean the freestyling and everything.
yo, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
bro. I mean it's insane. Um
But wait, before we get to like a lot of the new shit, like let's like make a stop at like old money, new fashion.
Damn, so
Like
you want to talk about the
let's talk
next
about
project?
that project.
So like
Cause like I feel like we started with like how your background.
yeah,
Then we went to like a early like experimental, like you just fucking around high school. Then your first your most streamed project as well, right? Playmaker, like not to like shortchange it,
yeah,
like
no, it is though.
like really like wanna like your
Yeah,
real introduction to like like I'm trying to like really
yeah,
do
it
this music
is.
shit like
I think across all platforms just got over 2K streams on every song.
yeah
So I mean, like it is my most streamed album. I mean
organically too,
project. Let's say,
organically,
yeah, organically.
which is
I
like
don't do. I don't buy numbers. I don't buy streams. I don't know what y'all is doing. I don't want to play out. Yo,
nah, but it's hard though as an
yeah, it's not
artist
easy. And I'm not
like
gonna sit here and say it's not easy, but if you take the shortcut and you take the wrong way out, it's not gonna help you prevail in the future. Like, it really is gonna hinder you at most. Like, it's gonna really
Because
hold
you
you
don't
back.
see where you're really at.
You don't see where you're really at. You don't see who's really
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
I mean, you could sit here and have your own music playing over and over all day.
Yeah.
Go look at your numbers. You did, and it's cool. It's not like don't support yourself, but it's
Yeah.
like you have to be a biggest fan. But it's like, bro, like those numbers, you go back and you look at them. Oh, I got 10K, 20K. That was just you playing your own song. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you have to want it to be as organic as possible, because if you really want it, I mean, unless you just want to check. If you want to get cut this check, then do you, bro? That's the hustle.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you want to see progress and you want to see yourself doing this for a long time, you need to look at your numbers organically and see where that's going. That's just the only way. But hey, man, I can't. It's like I can't knock anybody else's hustle on whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the numbers were organic, and it has at least like close to 15K overall streams on everything. It was pretty good. It did pretty good. I mean, that's in 3 years, but it did pretty good.
So now like old money, new fashion. Like you got Playmaker like out. That came out. Old money, new fashion came out 2022. So that's like a 2-year like period. Well, you was working on singles in the meantime, right?
So in the meantime, I was just pretty much dropping. What I do, it was like 2 New Year's past. I dropped 2 New Year's packs, which is like I dropped these packs on SoundCloud, and they're like 2 or 3 songs.
And you really tapped into SoundCloud. Like you've been on SoundCloud for a minute.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
I think I had that one before I was making music. When I just started making music, I just started throwing shit on there.
That's fire though.
Yeah.
Cause you have like, I would say like a pretty like strong presence on SoundCloud.
It's decent. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's decent.
But it's like
if I push
it's significant.
If I push a certain song, it'll get numbers. It's decent. It's just not breakthrough. And that's what I'm looking for with the new sounds that I'm working on.
I hear you.
Which is like how Old Money, New Fashion came to be. Like, I really like that project, that mixtape. It was scrambled. It was really like, I recorded all those songs individually. They were never meant to be in a project, like together. You know what I'm saying? So I recorded all those individually. They were never meant to be in a project together. And I was struggling figuring out what to do, because all I was doing was dropping singles and little EPs and stuff like that.
So you was trying to find a direction. Yeah. But in the meantime, like, because that process of finding a direction, that's how you drop this shit. Yeah,
because up until then, all I was doing was just dropping those singles and EPs, but I was experimenting. Yeah. So I was finding new like presets on my sound, on my voice. Yeah. I was working with new like auto-tune settings and stuff like that. And I was working with new types of beats. Yeah. So everything was like experimental. It was fresh for me.
And then at the same time, like your previous project was like a culmination of like 5 years. So now you exploring new things.
So now I'm just talking about what's happening
now. Currently. Yeah, now. Yeah.
Yeah, and everything
you caught up.
Currently.
You caught up.
Yeah. So this catches up to my story for everything there is currently. And it's funny you say that, because I'm not even done. Like, I'm not even done talking about the past. You know what I mean?
Now, of course,
because I couldn't even fit it all into Playmaker. But this is talking about the present. So in Old Money, New Fashion,
sometimes you gotta like move forward in order to go backwards.
I just did that because as I'm experimenting, I tried freestyling too. Freestyling, all I talk about is what I could see or think about.
And I would consider you like a really good freestyler.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's crazy you do, because I think I suck.
But like you be punching like, but you be like as a like writing style, like as artists, like you valid, like you nice at like punching like songs like off the top. And I feel like, you know, like Jay does that. Like a lot of artists do, a lot of like, you know, the best artists do that. And I feel like I've seen you like do it, you know, at like a high level. We in the studio, you know, paying bread to finish a track, and you've done that. You know, or at least like you had something in mind that you already worked on, and you was able to recall that relatively fast. You feel me? And that's like mad impressive.
So I fuck with punching in because it gives you room to not only stay in your pocket that you're like rapping in, but it gives you room to like switch the flow up.
Yeah.
So like while you're
If you feel something, it hit you.
yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
it gives you the space to really switch your flow as you're rapping. So like or as you're recording whatever it is you're recording.
I
Even
hear
if you're
you.
singing, because you could punch in while you're singing and all that. It gives you the room to do all that because it's like
I get that.
you pause it. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you
I get what
pause
you're
it
saying.
and then you're like, all right, let me jump right back in. Even if it's for half a second, you could
Exactly.
think of something crazy in that
You
half a
could
second.
like switch up your flow ever so slightly, and that could
Yeah.
like shift the song.
Yeah.
You
So
know, I hear you.
those are the kinds of things I was doing on this project. And
Experimenting, exploring that type, you know.
And then,
So you
like-
would say you was a writer OD before?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
you pen a
Bro,
lot.
I'ma
You used
keep
to
it a stack
pen.
with y'all. I like money. I love money. I like numbers. That's all I do. I like counting. I worked in a certain place where I was doing cashing checks and counting. Like I would count money. Love that. I suck at math. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm the worst at math.
Okay.
You put a graph in front of me, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's over. Finito. But bro, I ain't gonna lie. English, I prevailed. I
Heard
was
you,
crazy
heard
in
you.
English in school, bro.
Heard you.
I don't know, bro.
Damn, that's fire.
You can hand me.
I could see that. I could see that.
I was good. I don't know what it was. I guess I like reading and stuff, but it was also on some like. It came easy. They would tell you read a 500-word essay or something. I'm like, all right, bro. Every time, I'm writing like 700. I'm writing more than what's asked, and that's just because I feel like I feel more creative when I'm in that kind of realm. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in the math realm, in the mathematics realm, it's hard for me to feel creative.
Yo, so this track I just played, Me God, I feel like this is one of the songs I remembered off this project. I remember you had done a visualizer for it too.
Yeah, this the intro. That visualizer was crazy. I was scrambling to even put some promo together for that. But at some point, I kind of just like, I said, you know what, bro? Like, the year's about to end. It's 2021, 22. It's about to be 2023. The year's about to end. I'm like, yo, I gotta put something out. So I took all these songs and I like just put them on a project. And I just, from like what I talked about as far as in the songs and like the main subject matters, I came up with Old Money, New Fashion, and I'm like, here's a mixtape, bro. Like I just put it out. It was like, I call it a mixtape, but it's like a compilation for real.
Where?
The songs don't really even follow no structure, kind of like theme. I don't know. But yeah, it came out. That's how it came out. And I was happy with it, so I just did it. Something you'll notice is that like the mixing is a little different than my first project. It's like,
I think this is my personal favorite song on the project. I seen this one live.
There's a lot of people.
I seen this one
I
live.
did this live like twice maybe already.
Yeah,
Yo, but
I really fuck with this one.
This one is a lot of people's favorite. Like, I appreciate whoever's streaming this. This is Fell in Love Part 2, and it like
shit's tough.
This like it's doing numbers. I mean, alone it's got close to like 10K on every platform, like across all the platforms. And I appreciate anybody listening to, you know, shout out to Germany. My numbers in Germany for this song were going crazy. I think Germany played this once like 25 times in a day. And I'm like, who's in Germany bumping my music? Like, what?
But isn't that crazy how like you talked about like this is like kind of like a random-ish project where you just experimenting, and through that experimentation, like you was able to create like one song that you wasn't really expecting that was just came out fire. And I feel like that's kind of a little like prelude to like what we've been working on, and like all the fire that we've been making lately.
Yeah,
but like like this is my personal like.
Yo, it's funny.
The flow
too,
is
like,
crazy.
You say that about experimenting again. When I showed this beat, I think the only person I showed this beat to before I recorded was Teddy. Shout out my boy Teddy. I showed Teddy the beat and I was like, yo, Teddy, listen to this beat. I'm about to rap over it. Like I'm gonna make something on it. Teddy was like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, the beat is fire, bro, but how are you gonna rap over this? Like, I can't see you. Like, how are you gonna flow on this?
Word.
I did it. Like,
yo, I think actually I remember that conversation. Yo, I recall, yeah.
It was so funny because he got me thinking that night, and I was like, because I already had everything written. I already had it written, and I had the flow down and everything. I just hadn't recorded. So when he said that, he got me thinking. I'm like, damn, is this really gonna work? Because something like if you record music and you record yourself, you'll notice that like sometimes you'll have an idea and when you record it, it doesn't pan out to be what you want.
Yeah.
It'll happen all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when he said that, it got me thinking. And I went in there and I just started flowing. I think I did it in like 2 takes. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying like you mad good at like freestyling and punching because like you said you just did it in like two
Yeah, but I
takes.
had it written. So it's not really freestyling. Like
Where
when I
where
say freestyling and punching, you could freestyle and you could punch writtens.
yeah, no, true,
But you
true.
know I'm talking about just when I'm like punching in and I don't
Yeah.
have nothing written. Like I
Yeah,
did that the
yeah.
other night at Gamble's Crib.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Gamble.
We
He
came
was
up with some
there.
fire too.
And I was punching in and it took me like 30 minutes to punch in that verse, but it was on some like I wanted to make sure it flowed right. Feel me? And that's how it came out. But like I could punch, I just gotta get better. I'm definitely better at punching and freestyling. But yeah. So yeah, I play a song I want you to see if you could play off this project is actually
I fuck with this track too. I fuck with that one
Yeah.
track where you be like, I'm in the bikini. I fuck with this.
yeah, this is the one. This is Ricky and Raph.
Yeah, it's just
Damn, what song is it? Oh, it's not finna even sure. I think it's I forgot who was it that told me what about this song. My brain is blanking right now. But that's how this project came to be. Like it was really
Nah.
just like
I
put
think
some
this was the
stuff together.
project that Teddy said he was like, yo, he dropped this project. I was like, yeah, like this nigga's nice. Like
Yeah.
nigga's nice.
You know, I didn't really sorry.
Like I feel like as early on too when you are artist, like when you have like those people that like swear by your music, like they hear your project and they're like, yo, like that's fire, you know, like you nice. Like I feel like I've been there for a lot of those moments for you, a couple times,
Yeah.
and like especially older stuff, isn't that like so, you know, it feels good because I feel like as an artist you always feel your new stuff is way better because you just got better, you know.
Yeah, as an artist, you always gonna feel that.
You always gonna
as
feel
the
that.
person that made the product and the music, you're always gonna feel that.
Exactly.
But people around you won't feel that.
Exactly.
People around you might fuck with something. It's like just like how we was talking about Bev, bro. Like he fucks with the older stuff, but the newer stuff not as much. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people around you are not always going to have the same opinion. That's why it's important to make music how you fuck with the music, because it'll always, no matter who likes your music or not, or no matter who likes your art or the way you dance or any type of piece of art that you put out to the world, it's always gonna be to your liking. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know, like it won't even matter like
Yeah.
who thinks what, because people always gonna have different opinions.
So now like after this project, talk about a little bit Fear No Human, you know.
Yeah.
Did you create or like think of the concept for Fear No Human during this time, or like when did you?
Yeah, so at its root, at the base of everything, I was the only person. At some point, I was the only person making music.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Justin, shout out my boy Jay.
Jay
Jay
Waters.
came along, and me and Jay were at work on that. And but from the jump, I always knew like I grew up with ASAP now.
Yeah.
So I grew up looking. So like to me, so like to most people from the generation before us, our Wu-Tang is ASAP Mob. Low key.
Type.
Like if we talk about it, especially
Type.
being from New York,
Type.
our Wu-Tang is ASAP Mob. So we grew up looking at ASAP Mob and like I just took crazy inspiration from them and seeing everybody involved and how everybody played such a different part, but yet they were all doing all these crazy and amazing things, like influential and big things. And I was like, yo, like I want to do that. I want to be something part of the culture just like that.
Yeah.
Like I just want my people around me to be able to do that. And at first, I don't even know if I even talked about it with anybody. It was just an idea. You know what I mean? So it was just an idea. And then like around high school, I think I talked to Justin about it. I talked to Jay about it. And I talked to Oliver about it. Shout out Berto. And like it just started going around, and like we just started like kind of messing with it. Not everybody was really doing their own thing yet, but like we just started messing with the kind of like the idea of it. And then like a year ago, like a year or two ago, a year and a
2022.
half. It's about to be like 2 years now.
So 21,
Like,
22.
yeah, bro. Like,
Basically around like that album.
yeah, bro. You started taking shit real serious.
Yeah.
Like, you started really getting into it real serious, and I told you
So
about
so how
Phenomenal
was that
Human.
too? Yeah. So how
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
too? Like seeing that, like
I was happy for you at first, and I just didn't know exactly what you wanted out of this.
yeah.
And then I realized, and I was like, nah, yeah, I'm proud of it. Because I started seeing the pain you was putting in. I started seeing
Right.
the work you was putting in.
Appreciate
And
that.
like, I was like, nah, yeah, it's making moves, and this is really it. Like, so I told you about Phenomenal Human, and I was like, yo, we gotta make this happen. And yeah, ever since then, but closing up on like, I want to say like a year though, because it's a year since we had the SOB shows, and that's when the Fear No Human thing started taking off for real. Where
For
it was
real.
like, all right, we got people joining from every which way.
Yeah.
On some like, all right, it's a lot of people that have got their hands in this now.
Yeah, that in
You know
the
what I'm
group
saying?
chat.
Like,
Yeah, we know
yeah,
we
like,
connected with.
real active members. We got at least 10 people right now.
Right.
That's really active members. In everything that's happening. That's at least minimum 10 members. Yeah, and the name is Fear No Human, and I came up with the name.
Tough ass name.
Appreciate that. It's really just like a nod to just not fearing anything that bleeds the same as you, that could end up the same way as you. It's really just like anybody that has no kind of hold above you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because you can't fly, I can't fly.
Yeah.
We both walk, we both run. It's like you can't do nothing better than me. You know? Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's almost
We
like
all the same.
yeah. I'm not a communist. I'm just saying. I'm just you know what I'm just saying. But yeah, bro. That's the group name, man. It's gotten big so far, and we just got a lot of work to put in. Like, it's all fresh, it's all new.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to put in.
So then I guess like now, where we're at now with, the project that we've been working on all year, essentially.
Yeah.
We came up with that concept around SOBs really, around like after that show.
Yeah.
And we locked in January, started cooking up that, and then your mixtape, that you're dropping now, and then with my album and all the, the shows that we've been doing this summer, plus the music videos, like how's all that been? Like, talk to me about that from your perspective.
I mean, it's been wild. It's been a lot.
It has been a lot, like in reality.
We've done like shows, feel me, individually.
We got two
together.
shows coming up.
We do. We're gonna plug that in soon. But 2 shows coming up. Yeah, bro, it's been a lot. But I feel like we found a good work ethic behind it.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Man. I mean, through everybody, and especially I want to give a big shout out to Gambino.
Shout out Gambino,
Shout out
man.
my son, Gambino.
That's like I feel like one of the heart of Fear No Human. What we doing right now?
He's putting in.
He's
so
putting
much
in mad pain. He's putting in pain.
Like the beats are crazy. The beats are fire.
And they haven't heard it yet. Like you gotta think about it. They haven't heard it
a lot
yet.
of things, bro.
They haven't heard a lot of
I
what
mean,
we've been working on all year.
Yeah, if y'all listen, if you're listening to this right now, I need you to go on YouTube. I need you to type in Gambino, like the mobster. Gambino did it. And Gambino did it too. Those 2 pages, and Gambino did it too, is with TOO. Those 2 pages on YouTube, he's got so many beats on there. Please go buy a beat. Cause he's got some fire stuff, bro. It's crazy. Like,
yes, sir.
He's really underrated. And it's like,
he is.
We could sit here and gatekeep, but that's my boy. I want to see him succeed. Like,
so I'm like super into watching interviews. That's why I feel like I really enjoy doing podcasts, because I'm the type of nigga that like I'm gonna watch an interview to get like little pieces of knowledge and like little nuggets. So, and I like watch masterclass and shit like that, try to learn. So Timberland, like he had like a masterclass that he did that I watched. And then he did like an interview with, Jazzy, like the little girl that does interviews with.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about.
She's mad good too. Like that'd be like I feel like a Nardwar moment. Like when we get interviewed by like her or like him. Like I feel like that's when you really make it. But Timberland was just like, yo, like when Yo.
I want to get interviewed by Narwhal.
Yo, we
Shout
tryna.
out Narwhal.
We waiting. We waiting.
I can't wait.
That's gonna be a checkpoint.
Because real shit, like Narwhal, like he like I don't know what it is. He's damn near he's James Bond.
Yeah.
At this point, like he knows things that you might not even. But he's genuine with it. He's like, yo, I got you this gift.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he
That's
seemed
real.
like a cool dude. Shout out Narwhal. I feel like Narwhal smokes weed. Like Narwhal gotta be lighting up the spirit too.
Yo.
Bro, he has to, bro. He looks too content with like, and I appreciate that kind of energy. That's tough.
Man, but yeah, so Timberland was basically like, oh, he was referring to producers. He was saying like, Jazzy was like, oh, what advice would you give young producers now, like trying to make it? He was like consistency, because like you never know like when like you know God is gonna bless you like and you're gonna like break through the glass ceiling. But he was like, everything that you're doing right now is still developing you. Like you still gaining, like you still like getting better. So once you do get to that point, like you're gonna be so already nice from like all the grind that you put into like get there. Like that it's not gonna be like, oh, like you just like one day like something really like hit you, or like you just like like met the right person or like did the right song. It'll be like, oh, I did all these things before.
You're just nice.
You just
nice.
Exactly. And I was like, yo, that's like so true.
Yeah.
Because I feel like all the things that we doing right now, and I feel like I really feel strong. All the music we finna drop right now is gonna be like just some dope shit. So let's talk about that. A little bit. 95th to Laurel. Like
yo, 95th to Laurel, man.
How
Wait till y'all hear this project.
Yeah.
We got the 3-headed goat project.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like we got my boy Young Roley right here. Feel me? We got Gamble
The
on
GOAT.
the beat. Like these beats are insane.
They are.
These are the kind of beats that like I feel like it brings back that real ruggedness to New York type sound.
Yo, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Cause I got that, like I feel that to my core. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel, this is some shit with me. Like I feel like being from the city, even being from like Upper West Side, like type shit, like that shit is like a
yeah, bro.
Like
I mean, yeah, really like it has that uptown sound for real.
Yeah.
I mean, that real New York sound for real in general, but it's really got that uptown sound. And uptown, I mean,
uptown.
Like, everything past the 90s and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's got
Harlem, like Gamble from Harlem.
Yo,
the Heights.
So, yeah, it's everything from really like
perspectives.
It's got sounds. It's got the lyrics. We got
versatility.
We got some features on there. Shout out the boys. Got some features on there.
Yeah.
95th to Laurel, we're working on that. It's dropping soon. We got some videos out now. We got one video out now. Life That I Chose.
Life That I Chose.
Life That I Chose from that project.
We got more things in the works.
I think my favorite part about this project that we're doing is just the production in general.
Word.
Because so far, like it's been like me and Gamble been spearheading the production, and he's just been killing it with the beats, but also the recording and the mixing. Like he's learning so much, and it's like it's really coming together as far as like our in-house work.
There's a lot of time that's been put into this project. I feel like, especially in the summer, and I feel like it's only added to like our individual projects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting that like repetition, working on new things while still doing our own things, like to like just, keep cooking, keep sharpening and iron.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. 95th to Laurel soon. Y'all gonna get that soon. That's after college graduate. So, but y'all gonna get that soon, man.
So you've been a part of the college graduate experience. Like I feel like heavily.
It's
seen the journey.
It's been crazy.
So
honestly, like
you was at the listening party. One of the couple people at the listening party too. You heard the whole project for the first time.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Mastered a couple tracks.
Vacation. Wait till y'all hear Vacation. Vacation. And there was this other one. I forget the name, but it was tough. I think it was the freestyle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all don't know freestyle. Yes, but that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And those were the songs that I hadn't heard for real.
Yeah, it was like new.
Yeah, that project, honestly, your album's gonna be tough. Honestly, like I haven't
Yeah.
seen somebody work so hard on something. You would have thought like he got signed already. Like you would have thought you was signed already, and they gave you a 300,000, half a mil advance.
Yo,
Like you was working mad hard to give that advance back. That's how you working. I swear to God, bro. It's like
I appreciate
I
that.
respect that, bro.
Nah, that
I
means a
respect
lot.
that,
That
bro.
means a
You
lot.
really independent working like
Yo,
that,
I
and that's just
appreciate
nice,
that,
bro.
man.
Respect for that. Like
Yo, thank you,
people
man.
can't,
Thank
not
you.
everybody doing that, bro. For me, um, yeah, bro. Can't wait for y'all to hear that. I heard the whole project is fire. You're not doing nothing else to it. It's done.
Um, yeah, for the most part, I would do a deluxe in the future. Like in the
Yeah.
future, like next couple of years, like I would do a deluxe, even
I
add
mean, if
some
it's a couple
features to
years
some
later, it's
tracks.
pretty much gonna be a reloaded. You might as well do a remastered.
Yeah, like
Remastered.
maybe like even a year, because it's like the way I'm thinking about it is like for example, like I did a couple singles on the album that like what you got in your cup, do you love me, tracks like that, I feel like I could re-record like the vocal because it's just better at like recording now. Maybe like a fresher vocal will make it sound a little better. But I think as a whole, like the music is done. I'm just waiting for it to get mixed and mastered. And it's also to not delay like 95th to Laurel, like, a lot of like the new stuff that we could keep making. Um, but I feel like, yeah, like I'm just working on I'm working on trying to get it out. Like I feel like because I feel like the music is good. So now like I feel like it's really about getting it out and really getting that body of work out and just that's why I would love to do a deluxe where I keep working on some of the tracks. Like I remember Good Life
You're
for
always gonna want to work on it. I guess me type, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause you know how it's been going for my trap cinema like sessions. Like,
yeah.
you know, bro, that you always gonna want to add more. It's
Yeah.
never gonna
Refine
feel
it,
done. It's never gonna feel done. To this day, I don't feel like Playmaker's done. It's never gonna feel
I
done.
hear you.
It's like you always
So
gonna-
so now like Trap Cinema, like that's the perfect interlude to your solo project, Trap Cinema, which if I can't, I love this one, the intro track that you sent me.
The intro,
I think it's like some of your best work. Like
it's crazy because a lot of people are giving me like, so who I've showed the project to. You're one of the few. I think only like 3 people have heard it. They've told me like the first, so like it'll be mixed reviews. So it'll be like you tell me the intro is like the craziest thing, and then somebody else will tell me like that second song that I have right after, that's the craziest song. And like, you know what I mean? Like it's been mixed reviews, but I like it because it's like
that's good though. I feel like
it shows that I'm giving out like different vibes on a project enough to really satisfy
different people
audience,
what they're looking for.
A certain like range of audiences. So yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's very cinematic, like this album.
Yeah, and that's
it feels like a movie. No, it really does feel like a movie.
Yeah.
Like starting with the first track, like it feels like a real like you like the movie, like a movie. Like
and that's what I was going for, to be honest. Like what I did on here reminds me a lot of what like the inspiration. I didn't get inspired by it exactly directly, but when I'm thinking about it now, it reminds me of like Raekwon from the Wu-Tang.
Yes,
He's
bro.
got built for Cuban links.
Bro,
and, like,
why? Bro, I was thinking about that shit, bro. I was literally like, yo, because I did listen to that project like fairly recently, like either a couple months ago. And I'm like, yo, like this, even now, I just thought of it, like, yo, that give me like Raekwon vibes, like for real.
Yeah, bro, because
that's honestly, crazy, like, bro. We on the same.
When I was making this, I wasn't really thinking about that. Like, you know, I didn't have that in mind. But like, then I just finished watching the Wu-Tang Saga on Hulu, and like,
some real sophisticated gangster shit though.
The way he did it, I was like, damn, this is on some shit I'm making trap cinema. Like, this reminded me of that, and that's what just happened. But I was done with the project by the time I was watching all that. But it really reminds me.
So where you are now with the project, you know what I mean? So is it done musically? Like
it is. It's done. The project is done, and this is volume 1. It's Trap Cinema Volume 1. These all source materials from kind of like just tales and chronicles of me just being on my neighborhood, being in my city, and just doing certain shit. It's very cinematic. Like, I want you to feel like you're in a movie. I want you to envision it. You know what I mean? So this is volume 1. It's done. It's dropping soon. I'm just got a couple things in the works, visual stuff. And I got volume 2, which is 60% done.
Heard you.
So it's written, it's 60% done. I just gotta get in the studio and record that bitch. And volume 2 will be out soon as volume 1 drops, it'll be out like maybe a month later.
So what's stopping trap cinema now?
All the visual work.
Just
So I got
that's so
visuals.
important though.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
I got visual
important.
work, so.
That's mad important.
So like yeah, I mean it was a mix of like what stopped it from dropping so soon back in like July,
The summer,
August,
yeah.
was really just like procrastination on what tracks I want to do with what tracks and whatever.
Musically.
Yeah, procrastination musically, and now it's not even procrastination. Now it's like I haven't been able to get these visuals done and shit like that. So it'll be out soon, but before that, I mean, I got something dropping Friday the 13th next week.
Fire.
It's like a pack. It's got like 2 or 3 songs.
Heard you.
That's dropping next week, and then after that, I'm gonna make sure I get Trap Cinema done and ready to go, so that I could drop before November, and part 2 in November. And we'll see what happens before the year ends.
That's so like important and so challenging as an artist, especially as an independent artist, like having like a thorough rollout and like even visually
it's like-
showcasing like your music in the way you want. Like it's so
Yeah.
hard. Like even me, like I have a whole team. Shout out Alex, holding it down right now behind the camera, and it's like it takes time. It takes time, and it's like you're doing all this by yourself. You got Teddy,
And it's like if like, because I know it sounds kind of just like I talk about like how it's a lot all the time. Like
It is though.
With everything I've been saying, it's a lot. But if I want to put it into perspective for people to really understand, like I record my own music, so so even before recording, I write my own music, I record my own music, I mix and master, I audio engineer it, I work on the cover arts with my man's personally, Teddy. And I work on the promo, visuals, and rollout all myself. I'd say the only thing I don't do is make the beat. It's pretty much about it. So like, it's a lot. And for somebody that don't got no label backing or nothing, and like, it's not like I'm hot. It's not like niggas are just throwing money at me and supporting me. And, it's a lot. And, I feel like through that kind of journey, you gotta learn to embrace it. Love it. Because if not, it's just gonna feel like a struggle. It's gonna feel like a burden.
Yeah.
And you might not want to do it no more. But yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. I feel like even if I don't have that one shit that never takes off, I'd still be making music though. Because it's what people love to do. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Yeah, but all of that's coming out soon, bro.
Yeah.
College graduate, my stuff, Fear No Human 2. The Fear No Human
a lot of
mixtape.
things in the works.
The Fear No Human compilation tape is coming out 2024.
Yeah.
Wait on
2024.
I'm telling you,
2024.
We can't tell you what quarter, what month yet, but it's coming out.
It's coming.
It's coming out.
I bet. So, we getting almost to the hour mark, so we should pretty much start wrapping up. Don't want to take up too much more of my guy, Alex. It's time right now. They got a busy day ahead of them. But like, just final thoughts just about like everything right now, our 2 shows coming up, all the music that's coming out. Like, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I think we both in a good place. We've been grinding. We've been getting better. Like, just final thoughts on just everything right now. Fear No Human.
Bro, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, we're working hard. I feel like there's room for improvement. We could always work harder, but we're working hard, and like, we're making good music too.
Yeah.
So like, y'all gonna hear us soon, man. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna hear us soon, and you can already hear us. My name is Elwop, ELWOP. Go on anywhere, type that in. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me on SoundCloud, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify. And the same thing for Young Roley.
Not of us.
You know what I'm saying? Young Roley, FNH Alve, ALBE, FNH Alve. Find him on Apple Music and everywhere. and Jay Waters.
Jay Waters.
Jay Waters. Jay Waters. He's got everything up to everywhere, every platform. Um, and Gambino too.
Gambino.
Gambino did it. Find him everywhere. Um, we got a lot of stuff coming out, man. And you know, like, if you want to work, contact us.
Yeah.
You know, no, like, oh, we charge these prices. Nothing like if you want to work, bro. If you want to create a piece of art and work closely with people that are just trying to come up and grind, yeah, contact us and we could work, man. You could work with Fear No Human or anybody individually that you want to work with, bro. Just work, like. So I feel like collaboration is important. I feel
Yeah.
like I want to do a lot more.
When you independent, right?
Yeah, I feel like I want to do a lot more collaborating. And even like when you're not independent, just in general, collaborating to make art is important.
Yeah,
I
OD.
feel like you could create something. You could create something individually, but if you come together, you might create something that's, I mean, 100 times better, or something that appeals to a bigger audience. Or it's just it's a lot of like it's a lot of stuff that collaboration comes with that's beneficial.
Yeah.
I feel like, in my opinion.
Word.
Yeah, so I want to do a lot more collaborating. So you see me, if you see my gram, if you hear my music, and you do music or art or any kind of stuff, it all goes hand in hand. Music, art, dancing. You know what I mean? Like, it all goes hand in hand. Fashion. So collaboration. You see me, you see the group, you see the gang. Let's collaborate.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I appreciate you, bro.
yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. Y'all heard it first, man. Y'all got to hear the journey for me artistically. My guy Elwop, just you got to hear the origin of Fear No Human. Got to hear about a lot of different perspectives on his projects. From his earliest stuff in high school to his first like major release in 2020 to one of his latest projects in 2022 to now like the early scoop on some of his unreleased by the release projects. But y'all already know, man, it's been great. We got a lot of things coming. It's only the beginning for Fear No Human. I'm here repping the flag as well, trying to carry it all the way. But we out here, man. Shout out Alex, shout out the Young Roley team. Shout out Census for making this possible, man. And we gonna catch y'all, man. Shout out my boy Elwop again for doing this.
Shout out
and y'all
Q's,
already know, man.